After finding out the upper 6 siblings got greased in the entertainment district, Lord Muzan, the original demon, summons the remaining upper 5 demons. He's pissed off. He believes them to be failing him for not killing off the Ubuyashiki family, which is the top family of the Demon Slayer Corps, and for them being unable to find the blue spider lily. Upper 5 Gyoko speaks up claiming to have information that can help further Lord Muzan's goals, and that is the location of the Swordsmith Village, the village that crafts the Demon Slayer's swords. Lord Muzan decides to send Upper 5 Gyoko, the one that found the information, to Upper 4 Tengu, to lay waste to the Swordsmith Village. Tanjiro and Co. are currently in recovery after the entertainment district, and along with that, conveniently, Tanjiro's swordsmith, Otaru Haganezuka, is refusing to forge him a new sword, so, long story short, Tanjiro has to get blindfolded and taken to the Swordsmith Village because the location of it is obviously secret. But not anymore, because the demons know! So Tanjiro arrives in the village and he gets a tour of the whole place, learning about how the swordsmiths make the swords that can actually defeat demons, and while he's there, he is introduced to the Love Hashira, Mitsuri. Along with that, there are hot springs involved, and the people that are there obviously are using them. Tanjiro bumps into the brother of the Wind Hashira that evidently does not like him and offers to give him his tooth back, but that does not go well. And Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Love Hashira Mitsuri eat a large meal together till they're satisfied. Mitsuri Kanroji hints to Tanjiro that there's a secret weapon of some sort hidden in the Swordsmith Village that can make him stronger. So Tanjiro sets out the next day to go find this, and while doing so, Tanjiro finds himself spying on the Mist Hashira Muichiro Tokito, who is in argument with someone that appears to be the person from Tanjiro's dreams. It turns out this person is just a mechanical statue used for training demon slayers. The argument Muichiro was having with the young swordsmith Kotetsu was regarding that Kotetsu's ancestors had made this advanced mechanical training doll, and he doesn't know how to restore it if Muichiro breaks it, so he doesn't want to actually have it broken. Long story short, Muichiro ends up using it anyway and evidently takes off an arm. Tanjiro ends up training with Kotetsu, who proves to be a brutal trainer, and he also trains with the doll, and eventually Tanjiro only breaks the doll, revealing a sword hilt. It's revealed that the sword was made over 300 years ago, but being that the sword is so old, it's no good at the current moment, and that's when Tanjiro's swordsmith, Otaru, suddenly appears and wants to take the sword so he can reforge it. In the meantime, he gives Tanjiro a spare that he has made. Tanjiro then runs back into Genya, the guy who had lost a tooth, and noticed that the tooth has grown back somehow. In the meantime, the demons have now suddenly infiltrated the Swordsmith Village, and all hell breaks out loose. Muichiro is blown away from the current battle and is sent towards the woods, where he runs into Kotetsu, who is currently getting chased by demons, and Muichiro decides to help him rather than go and fight the other main demons. In the meanwhile, Tanjiro realizes that each of the 4 demons represents a different emotion: joy, anger, pleasure, and sorrow. They're all part of the upper 4 demon. All of them have varying powers that are used against Tanjiro, Genya, and Nezuko. Tanjiro is dragged away by the flying portion of the upper 4 demon and leaves behind an evidently mortally wounded Genya and Nezuko to fight the other parts of the upper 4 demon Han Tengu. Meanwhile, Hashira Muichiro is saving little Kotetsu and is having flashbacks. Back with the main group, Nezuko and Genya are a bit worse for wear, but are putting up a better fight than anticipated with the upper 4 demon, and Tanjiro uses the flying demon to fly back to the main fight to get him back in the mix to help out. The main part of the Swordsmith Village is getting ganked by fish demon spawn, and the leader of the village is about to be killed when finally Love Hashira Mitsuri makes an appearance and kills off all of the weaker demons and looks to join the main part of the fight as well. Muichiro, still on the move with Kotetsu, now encounters upper rank demon Gyoko and starts to fight against him, but he's slowed down, being distracted by the civilians and weaker swordsmiths around him, taking poison darts to the face and then getting trapped into a vortex bubble of sorts. With the help of Nezuko's blood demon art, Tanjiro releases his inner sun-breathing technique in an attempt to decapitate all 4 of the upper 4 demon heads at once, while Genya gets the 5th part seamlessly as well. The demon doesn't appear to be dead, and Genya is looking alarmingly like a demon himself. Tanjiro figures out it's pointless to decapitate the emotionless demons and figures out that they're not a part of the main body, and the main body is much smaller, and he figures out where the main body is through his sense of smell, and it is hiding in the woods. So he sends Genya to go and decapitate the main mini-body while he distracts the emotion parts of the demon. Genya finds the main body, but breaks his blade on his neck as he tries to decapitate it, and at the same time it appears Genya is about to be impaled and killed, so we get a long flashback of his life, basically telling his life story. And when we come back, we see multiple holes in his body that should be fatal, but are apparently not. So now it's Tanjiro's turn to go chase the demon's main little body, but as he's doing so, the 4 emotion demons combine to make one demon a manifestation of hatred of the main demon that uses his blood demon art to conjure up these wooden dragon heads. This is what's now used to chase against everyone, and it's not looking good for Tanjiro and Co. We cut back to Muichiro, who's still trapped in the bubble, and Gyoko is about to go kill off Otaru, who is focused on reforging that 300-year-old blade and is so focused on that he's doing nothing else, and the upper rank demon is getting super annoyed. And Muichiro is about to suffocate when Kotetsu blows air into the bubble to give Muichiro the breath he needs to break out of the air bubble, and we get a flashback with Muichiro's early life showing how parents died and a heartfelt relationship between a twin that also perished in the process and him becoming a Hashira. We cut back to the fight, and with Muichiro now fully focused in it with no distractions and civilians to worry about, he uses his augmented speed and mist breathing to overwhelm Gyoko in his new transformed state, which isn't enough, and Muichiro beheads him. We find out that Kotetsu survived from Kyojuro Rengoku's Tsuba that was in his shirt that protected him from getting a fatal blow that was given to him from Tanjiro. We cut back to Tanjiro, who's struggling against the hatred demon and the rest of his crew, and things are not looking good. That is until Love Hashira Mitsuri Kanroji comes out of nowhere and saves Tanjiro from what appears to be a close death, and she's slicing up the dragons and whatnot. And in the meantime, the plan is for her to distract the main hatred demon and all the dragon heads while Tanjiro, Genya, and Nezuko go and try to take out the main smaller body that's running deeper into the woods. In the meantime, while Mitsuri is fighting the upper rank demon, we also get her backstory and how she came to become a Hashira and why she is so strong. They eventually catch up to the demon, but it increases its size and starts to attack Tanjiro, but Genya and Nezuko help free him, giving Tanjiro the opportunity to attempt to cut the demon's head off, which he fails to do so, and his sword gets lodged in his neck, and the demon keeps on running, and they fall off a cliff, all of them together. The main demon body is starting to get weak though and isn't regenerating as well. Its arms back, so it is looking to eat some humans, some swordsmiths in the area. And all while this is happening, daylight is almost approaching. It's almost dawn at this point, and Nezuko's on the ground. Muichiro emerges from the wood and throws Tanjiro his sword to use to go decapitate the demon. So Tanjiro runs and uses Zenitsu's technique, total concentrated jump thingy, to catch up to the demon and decapitate him before he eats the humans. Then he goes back to Nezuko because it is the sun starting to come out, and Nezuko is starting to get burned from the light, and we get a really heartfelt scene because we realize that the demon actually hasn't been killed because the main body shrunk inside of the larger body itself, and even though he was decapitated, that wasn't the main body itself. So Tanjiro now has to make a decision to either leave Nezuko behind or go stop the demon that's going to go eat the swordsmiths, and he stalls and can't make a decision with hesitation. Nezuko kicks Tanjiro away. Tanjiro's midair crying because the sun now is penetrating Nezuko and she's burning up and is going to die. Tanjiro, not wanting to fail her last wish, goes and uses the last of his strength to finish off the upper rank 4 demon once and for all before any humans get killed. But he's crying now on the ground because he believes his sister is gone. The swordsmiths point in the distance behind Tanjiro, and Nezuko emerges seamlessly unscathed by the sun now. And on top of that, she is speaking words. Nezuko has conquered the sun, and the rest of the group meet back up together, both Hashiras now, and they all get hugs, and there's lots of tears of joy for winning their victory. Though, although it's a victory for them here, it's a victory for the demons elsewhere, as Lord Muzan knows now that there's a demon out there that conquered the daylight, and he's gonna be coming for her next. Along with that, we got the rest of Lord Muzan's backstory and how he became a demon. But it's looking like it's going to be an all-out war moving forward, as Lord Muzan is going to want to consume Nezuko so he can then become an invincible demon, immune to sunlight as well. Tanjiro is shipped off in a card of honor as he is thanked by the Swordsmith Village for saving their lives. Hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.